Welcome to the Emerald Hill Zone. Now we got this guy, coconuts. He lives in coconut trees, and he climbs up the trees, grabs the coconuts, and then throws them at you. He's actually a bit of a wily enemy, so watch out for him. He hits me more than enough times in my lifetime. Can't stand the guy. And then you got Masher. It's basically just Chopper from Sonic 1. He goes up and down and up and down, and you just jump into him. There's not much to worry about. There is one bridge though that if you spin dash straight away, you will get killed by him. It will glitch, you will unroll and run into him. And then you got Buzzer. He's just like Buzz Bomber from the first game again. Maybe he's a bit quicker and his shots are smaller, so they're harder to see. But other than that, he's basically the same guy. He goes back and forth and fires stuff at you. Pretty easy to kill. You probably could just run past most of them because they fly in the air, so not too much trouble. So I wouldn't worry about him. And now you got this guy, Miles Tails per Hour. His actual name was Miles per Hour, but their nickname is Tails. Here's some facts about the little guy. He's orange. He has 2 tails, hence the name. He has the ability to fly, although I'm not really sure how that would work, but okay. And he's immortal. He's a fucking a fox. Yeah, he's also that, and he's also a genius and a rapper, and he's Sonic's new best friend who joins him on all his adventures. He's a good guy, I do like him. However, he can screw you over a few times in special stages and bosses, but other than that, I like to have him around. Right, now let's continue where we left off. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, probably the second best Sonic game in my opinion. It's not the best, that is coming. Right. Now, I'm going to do it with Sonic Tails. I normally hit it with just Sonic. So now you got this new move, Spin Dash. Hold down the down button, press the jump button, and you spin. And if you plug in a second controller, you can control Tails. And as I show you guys, I get hit and lose all my rings, which was not intentional, but still funny nonetheless. The level is a grassy green zone, with plenty of easy obstacles and secret passageways. Idyllic waterfalls cascade amidst the tropical meadows, and coconut palms of Westside Island rise amidst natural gardens of red and pink flowers. Wooden bridges and ring-filled Mobius strips are the only signs of artificial intrusion aside from Robotnik's retracting spike beds and badniks. Now, it is actually possible to collect all the Chaos Emeralds in the first zone, and even though the zone was named after a town called Emerald Hill, I think that might be another contributing factor as to why it's called Emerald Hill Zone, because you can collect them all in the first stage. Now here, it's a bit different in this one. You have to collect 50 rings, hit a star post, and these stars appear. You jump in, and you enter the special stage, which is by far 100 times better than the special stages from Sonic 1. However, I do not like these special stages at all, because they are really, really hard, and you have to learn by memory. And Tails can screw you over big time in these stages. If he collects enough rings and then gets hit by bombs, because there's bombs in these stages, he will lose the rings and you will fail the stage, and that will happen more than enough times. Now, as you've seen, it gives you a target of how many rings you need to collect, and you have to collect them. Now luckily, Tails has only grabbed 1 ring, but in this stage he can't really lose or die. If you get hit and he gets in front of you, see, there are the bombs there. If you hit them, you lose your rings. If he gets in front of you, again, you are screwed unless you've got a second controller put in, and then you can press the jump button and get to go out the way. If you play this with 2 people, however, you can actually make it easier for yourselves. There's 7 stages in Sonic 2 as opposed to the 6 in Sonic 1, as there's an extra Chaos Emerald. And this time, collecting the Chaos Emeralds will actually benefit you in a better way. Now, most of you already know what this is, but I'm not going to tell you for sake of pacing of the video, and I don't really want to spoil it in case you haven't really seen it before. Now, my plan with the special stages is to try and at least do 1 or 2 in each stage. I am not going to collect them all in Emerald Hill Zone, otherwise you'll be watching a very long Emerald Hill Zone video of me collecting emeralds, and that's going to be boring. I will fast forward through some of them, especially if I fail them, I will skip them all together. Now back to the stage. I'm being very cautious in this one. I can normally finish this stage in less than a minute, but I'm going nice and slow to show the level off. Now, there is a hidden life down there, but I'm not going to get that. Most of you will know where they are. Now, you've got this corkscrew, but you have to jump, because they decided it'd be funny to put a spring at the end, and can tell you, I've hit that spring so many times, it's unbelievable. And that's it. Now, the level actually has 8 signposts, so you can actually fail one, and still get all the Chaos Emeralds. Right, now, Act 2. Now, down there, if you spin dash and hit that chopper that we've just gone past, then you will actually get hit and die. There's loads of rings in this stage, loads of lives, loads of invincibility, and loads of shields. All the power-ups are the same in this game. The only thing that's different is tails, and that's about it. Now, in the Sonic Jam strategy guide, Yuji Naka stated that Emerald Hill got its name from a town called Emerald Hill. Emerald Hill is the first stage in the Sonic franchise to use a corkscrew, a staple in the series. The prototype version was known as Green Hill Zone. How about that? And the 2-player music was actually going to be used for an unused zone called Wood Zone. And there's loads of bit of information about this game. Far too much for me to say in each level. So, I might do a bonus video at the end. Here we go into the second special stage. Now, as a kid, I used to only be able to get 2 Chaos Emeralds, and that was it. And this stage, for me, was pretty hard, and I could normally do it by the end of Chemical Plant Act 2. But I'm better since then, so I can do these. Now, I will probably fail a few, because they are quite hard. But on the plus side, you've got more than enough chances to collect enough Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2, compared to Sonic 1. In Sonic 1, you've only got 1 time in each stage, but in Sonic 2, you have several attempts, so it's not too bad. Now, we'll see an example of Tails screwing me over either in this special stage or the next one. See, he gets hit, loses the rings, and you can't pick the rings back up. And yeah, that's it really. I kind of do like the special stages, but they're not as good as the ones in Sonic 3, because they are a bit too hard on some of them. But these special stages have been done to death. They've reused them in so many Sonic games that I'm getting sick and tired of the half corkscrew now. And that's it. That's done. Cool! It's okay! Ooh, Mickey! And yeah, okay, I'm getting bored of this now. I'm just going to take a swig. Ah, refreshing. I'm just drinking Dr. Pepper. Bit of product placement for you there, guys. So yeah, as you can see, it's all memory. Every single time you play a stage, it'll be exactly the same. It's just learning where shit is. And booyah! Done. Thank God for that. I have 2 Chaos Emeralds. 2 more than you have. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. And now it's time for probably the easiest boss in Sonic history. And it's this guy. Drill Eggman. He's just a drill, and he goes back and forth, and back and forth, back and forth, and that's it. And it's really easy. If you hit him 7 times, I think that's the 7th hit, then he will unleash his final attack. He fires the drill and becomes even less dangerous. And that's it. And that's the end of Emerald Hill Zone. A zone that goes by so fast, we won't even remember it by the end of Chemical Plant Act 2. So join me next time for Chemical Plant Zone, and thank you for watching. Good bove!